program.
So I don't know about you, but I'm totally psyched by the whole militarization of the local police forces. I think the video that is on the website and everything else, I don't have a problem with this at all. Do you guys? Because what they had was somebody had some items that are possibly purchased with a stolen credit card in the house. And so the SWAT team came breaking in the door, and they had the whole... you're not just going in for... we're talking credit card fraud, possibly. Of course, none of the items that they were looking for were found in the house, but we're talking possible credit card fraud. You don't just go in higgledy-piggledy without the armored car and without the, the battering ram and without the full Kevlar suits and the black helmets like you're the Imperial Stormtroopers. You don't. We're talking credit card fraud. Possible.
And it was fraud. They did find all the...
No, they didn't. No.
None of them. None of them?
No, they could have been making purchases.
Well, I saw that identity theft movie, which I think was a documentary, and where the overweight woman was attacking the guy who was in Arrested Development. That was a serious incident. Think about it. Could happen at any time. He didn't have a SWAT team.
Video taken from a police raid in Des Moines, Iowa. This is just by Radley Balco. When people warn me about the dangers of police militarization, this is what we're talking about. You see a raid team dressed in battle dress uniforms, helmets, face covering, their hoods, takedowns of family door with battering ram, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I interviewed this guy about he wrote a book about this specific thing. And he cites case after case after case where these local police departments have received and purchased heavy militarized vehicles and stuff, and then they send in SWAT teams for the most minuscule crimes. And sometimes, because you don't know who these people are coming into your house in all black in the middle of the night, and it's led to incidents where the guys don't know. They fire back. They think they're being broken in.
This guy, one of these guys, because they were looking for people suspected of credit card fraud. None of the people they were looking for were inside of the house, nor was any of the stolen property they were looking for. They arrested 2 house guests of the family on what news reports were said unrelated charges, one for probation and one for possession of illegal drugs. So they broke down this door. One person had a gun, and when he heard the door break in, he grabbed his gun and waited inside the room, closed the door, waited inside the room, and he said if he wouldn't have heard the word police, he would have come out shooting. But he heard them say police. Now, here's what the amazing thing is. They covered all of the security cameras. So you don't get all of the shots. You only get a few, and they're covering the security cameras. So they know that they know this is bad. They know what this is going to look like, and they're covering the security cameras. Well, that's fantastic. I saw there was a small town, Preston, Idaho, just got a militarized vehicle for Preston, Idaho. For Preston, Idaho, you should see this thing. I tweeted it last night. It's this giant tank. For what reason? Well, do they have a couple of cows that might have gone off the? We've got a real problem. We've got some dangerous cows headed for the. What for? What? And
what are they saying it's for?
The police chief is saying, if they would have had one of these vehicles, up in Connecticut for the shooting, maybe what would you have done? Driven down the hallway of the school? What are you talking about? What are you looking for? What do you think is coming? This is happening all over the country.